If you're a YouTube scrub such as myself, this video is for you and for all of the other ones that are thinking about filming disc golf coverage at the pro level. Pay attention, because I'm going to give you a little bit of advice and a little bit of a heads up on a lot of things. I just got off of this past weekend filming a skins match and 3 rounds of FPO coverage with some very high level players. First time that I've ever had people of that caliber to film before, so it's definitely a different experience for someone like me. Definitely a lot more pressure, probably even more so afterwards. If you've ever filmed around before, you know what to expect. But when it's a higher level like this, and you've never done it before, it's much more different. So the first thing that you're going to be concerned about is how are the pros going to adapt to you being around them, not knowing who you are, or having no clue who you are and what you do and all that stuff. That's a little awkward, a little uncomfortable for you, definitely uncomfortable for me. You don't know how to approach it. Like, I like to give people their space. Like, I don't want to be in the way. I don't want to approach too many people. I don't know my boundaries. So I pretty much didn't say much. I was very kind of standoffish. Got a little more comfortable as the days went on, and like I was there for 3 days in a row, so, but still was never like fully comfortable, you know, just being there kind of a thing. So typically in the past, whenever I'd film something, I was the only person there filming, so there wasn't as much pressure. But this again was vastly different. I was on a marquee with 2 other very good, one of them the top 2, I mean, you can rank them however you want, but they're both put up great stuff. Central Coast and GK Pro, and it was cool to see my name beside those 2, but it also had like the effect of like, holy crap, I'm not able to do what these guys are able to do. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the amount of people they have to do all this. You may or may not encounter that, but if you do, I would definitely make sure that you are very clear to everyone what your, you know, your timeline of how things are going to go, when you're going to put what out, because obviously those 2 are capable of next day coverage. I am not. Don't have the equipment, don't have the people to do that, but I can produce very good coverage as well. And that's basically what I leaned on, was that I might not be able to do it as quickly as they can, but I can produce some really good result. And that's what you need to lean on, is don't put too much pressure on yourself. You can do it. You might not be able to do it in the same time frame, but don't put that pressure on yourself. Don't let other people put that pressure on yourself, because that's not fair. They don't know your workflow. They don't know what you're capable of. I am mostly solo. I have a few people that may be able to help here and there, but I also work. I don't do this for a living. It would be nice to some degree. Not necessarily want to make a living doing coverage. That's not really my MO. I don't really want to do that. I just kind of do it here and there. And of course it's raining on me right now. Are you kidding me? Whatever, GoPro's waterproof. We're disc golfers, we'll survive it. Moving on. So the other big thing that I would recommend is make a checklist of all the things that you need to make sure need to be done by certain time frames, like way before, because what's going to happen is you're going to get really nervous, and you're going to wind up forgetting this or that, whether it's, oh, I forgot a mic to put here, or a battery to go there, I forgot the charger for the batteries, or something stupid like that. Like, how did I forget a charger? Just things like that you're going to forget, and you're going to need like a checklist to kind of help you not forget things, because it's really easy to forget things. It's really easy to think you're not going to forget things, but you're going to, because you don't have some kind of checklist that you need, and you got to stick to it. You got to have everything mapped out and ready to go. pre-plan everything down to the minute level of who's going to stand where, walk the course, this is where you're going to stand, this is where I'm going to stand, have radios or whatever. Make sure the radios actually work before you start. Pro tip, make sure that they work before you start. Oh man, so many mistakes. Try to enjoy yourself. Enjoy where you are, enjoy who you're watching, and just watch disc golf. But only now you're behind a camera filming it for later. Keep in mind, it is for later, so don't get too excited and stay focused on what you're doing and make sure you're getting as many shots as you can. Don't get distracted. It's easy to get distracted, I can tell you that right now. There were several shots where I was not paying attention, or I didn't know the timing of that particular player's throw, so I may have pushed record too late or too early, or not enough, or not at all in some cases. It's gonna happen when you don't do this on the regular. Like, I don't do it on the regular, so I don't have that. I'm not adapted to it as well as I should be, as just being ready. I've only done it a few times, so there's just a whole lot of variables that are gonna come up that you're not gonna think of. So just think of everything that you could possibly think that could go wrong, and they can definitely go wrong. The biggest thing I can tell you is just to stay positive. It's very difficult when you're nobody amongst a lot of somebodies to feel very insecure and very like, why am I here? Nobody has a clue who I am or what I'm doing. And that goes against everything that I believe in. I believe in the law of attraction and the power of positive thinking. So you just have to do that. You can't allow yourself to get in the way of yourself. You just have to believe in what you're doing. You know what you're capable of, and they might not, but when they see it, they'll be like, okay, well, that's pretty darn good for someone that I've never heard of. Enjoy the fact that you're alongside those people in some fashion, and try to learn from them. Watch what they do and try to learn from them. Try to better yourself. You know, maybe ask questions. I didn't feel comfortable asking questions. I ran into Ian Anderson a couple times, but I just didn't want to. I want to let them do their thing and I do my thing, and you know, that's just how I am. I'm a little different than you know, some people are just totally comfortable running up to everybody like, hey, I'm such a whatever. Like, I'm not that dude. I'm a fan from afar. Total fan from afar. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Katrina Allen fan, and I got to film her. I think I said like 5 words to her the whole time. Like, that's so stupid. Like, I don't know, I was more comfortable talking to other players than I was her. So I don't know. I'm weird about that. I just don't like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to ruin what I have in my mind, how I picture those conversations happening in my mind, you know, before you meet somebody. And then, like, I just didn't want to like ruin it. I was like, I'm just gonna keep things where they're at. She's her and not me, and she's awesome, so we'll keep it that way. I'll just record her around and do the best I can on the editing and all that. So I'm socially awkward. I can't help it. Probably should not be running a YouTube channel because of that. But here we are. We can't change things already. This is already happening. So throughout the whole landscape of production companies that are out there that film disc golf, that you may know of that I've never heard of, or I may have heard of that you've never heard of, there's going to be a lot of them. And not all of them are going to be able to produce next day coverage. You know, there are plenty of events going on that need to be filmed that you otherwise wouldn't be able to see had someone not been there. So just appreciate the fact that there's someone there doing it. So now that the rain has decided to descend upon me, we're going to close this out. I'm just going to say to anybody that's wanting to go get into doing this kind of a thing, make sure that it's something that you thoroughly enjoy doing, because it takes a lot of time to edit. Unless you have a team of people that can all help you and relieve some of that off of you, it's a pain in the ass to to do all of it's a lot of work involved into getting it done on time, especially if you want next day coverage. Certainly was never my intention to do this as like my only thing. So you'll see it periodically with me, but it won't be a regular thing because it's not my thing. I do it for mostly my local club because I love my local club, and that's why I did it. And I'll complain about what a pain in the ass it is to do, but at the end of the day, I'll probably still do it next year and hopefully just get better and better at it. Hopefully you will too. Hopefully some of this was helpful. I just rambled most of the time, so I don't even know if I got anything across, but just be prepared for a lot of expectations. Most of my expectations are probably just from myself. So it's gonna stop raining when I walk in the house. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Good luck if you're filming. Have fun. Artsy shot right there behind the tree. See ya.